this is Janet with Try It Like It Created, and today I'm going to be making an enjoy card, and I just want to walk you through the process of what we're going to be using. So I have pre-cut some of my cardstock, and what I'm using here is a background that I made with DIY texture paste, and I will link to that video so you know how to do that. And then I have a piece of vernier foil here and some white cardstock so that we can lift up the word, and then I have the die that we're going to use, which is Enjoy, and that is from this pack from Penny Black. And then I have, of course, my card base cut, and then I have a piece of kind of pearlescent, I think it's lilac cardstock from Cut Cardstock. So we're going to layer that on the card, and then put this on top like so, and then put the word on. But to begin, we need to die cut, and so I'm going to bring in my mini maker, and we'll start by cutting the vernier foil. And I need to put that face down on the metal and make sure I've got it all on the paper. All right, and then send that through. And then I'm going to cut my cardstock a number of times. My words die cut and weeded, and now I'm just going to bring my tacky glue to my words. And so what I'm going to do here is put some glue on a scrap piece here, and by using cosmetics foam, I'm going to pick up that glue and bring it over to my word. And that way I can easily get glue on all the parts. And then bring in the next layer. And so I cut 3 layers of white. And I'm just going to line it all up here. And you want to use a glue that is tacky so it will hold, but that gives you enough wiggle room to get everything lined up correctly. All right, and this word is so delicate that it does take a little bit of extra time just to make sure I have everything lined up correctly. But once I do, I need that glue to hold it in place. All right, so now we're on to the next layer. And it looks like I'm going to need a little more glue here. All right, so now I'm ready for the next layer. And then I find picking it up is a lot easier to get things all lined up. So there, I'm starting to build some depth here. I've got 3 layers of cardstock, and that's a pretty good amount, feels like. I could go 5 layers if I really wanted to add some depth, but I think this is going to be enough for a card. All right, so then last time we need to do this, and we're going to put the foil on top. And you see here, I've saved the little dots to the J so that I can layer them up, but I am seriously thinking about using a gem instead, because I like the subtle look of it. And I know gems aren't subtle, but I'm only going to use one, so that's why I say subtle. All right, now with the foil, it does bend and move, so I'm gonna stick it down, lift it up, and then work on lining everything up well before. And with the cardstock, you know, I could have pushed on it, but with the foil, I have to be a little bit more careful and lift and place, because just pushing on it is going to fold it. So I'm going to make sure I get it where it needs to be. So now we just need to put our card together. So I have my card base here, and we're going to stick down this with just some adhesive tape runner. Alright, so this is the exact same size, so all I need to do is stand this up, make sure it's in place, and stick the two together. Alright, and then we'll bring in our piece that has our raised DIY texture paste. And get some tape on that as well. Now for this, I'm going to work on centering it here. All right, that's good. And now to bring in our word, that'll go right there. And I need to get glue on the back here. Now another way to do this is, since I'm dotting this with glue on the back, I could rub it in with my finger as well. But I think just touching it here like this is going to be enough to hold everything in place. All right. Make sure it looks right. And then place that down. The other thing I'm looking at here is that I'm going to put a dot over the J. So I want to make sure that I have some white space to put it in. All right, and instead of using the layers, I've decided I'm going to use a little embellishment gem. And so I just want to add a little dot of glue onto the card, and then I'm going to pick up a gem, try to get just one, and then dot that J with it. and I can move it around a little bit. It's going to dry clear, and I just want to make sure I'm using a tacky glue, but one that's not going to be sticky once it's dry. So there we go, our little enjoy card.